The good weather is back. And so are the crowds. We're finally able to make our way into the park with warmth and no jacket, and there's a lot going on. Welcome back to Eddytainment. My name's Eddie, and today we're back at Busch Gardens Williamsburg enjoying the amazing weather. Finally, we're gonna be making our way into the park to check out all the new things going on inside of the park. There's an event that's coming close to an end, another event on the horizon, as well as rides reopening and some construction updates potentially. So let's make our way inside of the park, check out some of these Busch Gardens updates, and have some fun. Doing good. How are you doing?
That's fine.
Thank you. You too, man. All right, let's start off with checking out the Emporium and seeing what merch they have. I already see something pretty cool. Look at this, guys. Is this new? The Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge. I like the shirt. I might have to walk out with this one. We got some, I'm not sure if these cups existed. I know that this existed. This existed, which is the Coaster Dynamics coaster, but it does look like we got at least a little bit of new merch in regards with the Big Bad Wolf. Never saw that before, but I feel like they did have it. Look at this one as well. I haven't seen these, so let me know down in the comments if you guys saw this merch before and I'm just behind, but it has all the specs of the Big Bad Wolf. 2 chain lifts, the length, 2 trains. Let's see how much this is. $34.99, not terrible. Even a hoodie. Now the weather has luckily gotten warmer, but I think I would purchase this hoodie if it was needed. Feels cold outside. We also have some member exclusive cups. Check these out. I don't know, I'm sure that we've been updated that these things were coming out, and I'm not sure how long they'll be out for, but it does look like it's gonna be a collection of 4, and this is number 1, a 14-ounce mug with an eagle. You collect all 4. That'd be a nice set to have at home for coffee. All right, I think that's all that's new to me. They even have a puzzle, and I don't believe I've seen this puzzle before either. I Am Wolf, a 300-piece puzzle. Monique does love doing puzzles at home, but I feel like this one, just because the color on the wolf would be very difficult, she'd probably get it though. All right, let's keep making our way. And we step outside of the Emporium to do our next update. Some pretty cool merch that's in there. Once again, I'm not sure if it's new to me, but it seemed pretty cool, pretty new. I hadn't seen it around the park in my last couple of visits. The crowds have definitely arrived. You could see some of the people behind us and you could hear the music. It's Mardi Gras here at the park. Our next update is that if you want to enjoy Mardi Gras with this beautiful weather, you're gonna have to make your way over either this weekend or next. By the time you see this weekend may be over. So next weekend is your last opportunity to enjoy the good eats, Carnival Imaginique. It did feel like this year's Mardi Gras was shorter, but I think that's just because of the inclement weather. They have had a good amount of closings due to inclement weather. But that being said, we got one more weekend, guys. So make sure you make your way out here to check out Mardi Gras. We've had a blast enjoying it, tasting all the different foods, and we definitely liked those gator bites. Something a little different, and it's delicious. Now, that being said, with an event leaving, that means there's another event on the horizon. Just making our way and soaking it in. Big Ben looks amazing with the Mardi Gras colors. I believe we still have a few tasting items on our lanyard that we gotta check out. But check this out, guys. The weather's so great that we don't need to tuck into the tent for our next update. So let's find somewhere more outdoorsy, more, I don't know, fitting. Ireland. Oh yeah. And we pay respects to the beautiful water features. What happened to the tree that's always here that I use to kind of like B-roll behind? I don't know, I'm gonna have to find something else to B-roll behind. And no more fitting place to make our next stop and make our next announcement, which is the coming event. That coming event is Busch Gardens St. Paddy's Day celebration. We are here in Ireland. This is where a lot of the festivities for this event will be going on. So you'll have green beer, of course, and some tasting items that you could enjoy here in Ireland and around the park, I think, as well. But the whole park should be open. But in conjunction with the St. Paddy's Day weekend celebration, we also have the Member Appreciation Weekends. And Member Appreciation Weekends are always super cool because we have a town hall. We get to speak to the higher-ups of Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which will be very cool. And we typically have some good, like, perks for the members for that particular weekend. That's going to be March 12th through the 17th. And I believe some of the days have, like, staggered benefits or member perks. One of them or all of them is the free beer. There's going to be like a day where they give $10 Busch Bucks. So keep your eyes out for the calendar. I'll try to add it down in the comments or maybe put it here up on the screen if I find it while editing. But yeah, there's going to be some pretty cool perks. We'll have Member Appreciation Weekend as well as the St. Paddy's celebration going on here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Phew. Now these lines for Grogan's Grill and Grogan's Pub are super long. I am definitely not going to be waiting in one. Hello. Is the Hurricane cocktail frozen?
It is not.
It is not?
It's on ice.
It's on ice? Cheers. Don't judge me. The weather's too good. Well, let's keep making our way. It's such a beautiful day here at the park. Oh, the wolves are out. Look at them chilling in the shade. Majestic.
You see? Oh, look at them. Look up, boys. Oh, you can come to the gate. Okay.
Great weather, some wolves, some food, some drinks, and some updates. Can't have a better day here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. By the way, we do post like short clips of our experiences here at the park on our TikTok, so make sure to check that out. And check it out. Another quick update. The walls, the construction walls for Lorikeet Glen are down. They got their new like aluminum roof for the bird habitat, the aviary. Very cool, I do like it. I think before it was just like netted. Now they have like the glass windows for some light and then the aluminum for, I guess, like a little bit more reinforced area. So if it's raining or whatnot, it's still usable, I'm assuming. Taking a little bit of a closer look, you can see that the construction walls just came down because there's like the dirt and whatnot from the construction. Here's a look inside. It's nice and freshly painted. Now, I do wonder if they did anything inside of here. The little like concession spot where you buy the food to feed the birds. I don't think so. But I gotta say, I like the roof. I think the birds will like it too. That's the important part. R.I.P. Dark Castle, Dark Coaster, 60-minute wait. That's not an update. That's just reality. We've made it to our next update. Let's see if there's any visible progress for Verbolten. All right, so here is the exit to Verbolten. And I'm not sure. I don't have that keen of an eye for the small differences. It looks a little bit more bland, but I'm not sure if anything's actually been removed. I know the buggy's always been there. Let me know down in the comments if you guys notice anything that's changed. Let's see if we get a look at the actual ride building in the distance. I'm gonna zoom in here. That is the ride building for Verbolten over there in the distance. Not noticing anything, but then again, maybe when I zoom, I'll be able to see some stuff. Some of the track is over there, and I'm not sure if that's a porta potty that's been placed for construction workers or some type of like electrical box in the distance. Interesting. That being said, a lot could be going on inside of this building that we are not able to perceive just because it's indoors. We're gonna try to jump on the train later and see if we see anything on the back end. Maybe like they're collecting material or something that would be visible from the train. It's gonna be kind of hard with all the brush over here, but we're just gonna give it a shot. Making our way to the other side to see if we can see any construction, but My guess is going to be this building's going to also see a repaint since we're getting a full retheme. I don't know, we'll see. And here's the other side. We got the construction wall. You can actually see us in the reflection, but if we make our way over here, the construction wall stops right here. And you can actually see the queue line area in here. Supposedly, we're getting ourselves an animatronic. And then there's the actual like ride loading station. We'll try to zoom in there as well and see if we see anything. But once again, my keen eye, I don't notice the small details. I don't expect the track over here to get much, maybe a touch of paint, but I'm just keeping an eye out to see if there's any like construction material that is visible. And look how beautiful the Rhine River looks. Pantheon, we'll be talking about that in a bit. And there is the bridge scene for Verbolten. I have a strong feeling that we're gonna see some construction going on up there. That's just my guess. It doesn't look like any is going on right now. That being said, it is a dilapidated bridge on purpose, so who knows? But yeah, I think what we saw over there in the distance may be a porta potty that they're setting up for the construction workers outside. I'm not sure. I can't tell from this distance, but it looks like it. I'm excited for Verbolten. Verbolten, I've heard some rumors about how much money they're putting into it. It's fairly significant, and if they do put the animatronic in the queue, that's gonna be amazing. That's gonna be a huge step up in theming here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. Next update comes in the form of Pantheon. It opened today. It was testing earlier today, but Busch Gardens made the announcement on their website and on their Instagram that it is open, and currently an 80-minute wait. That is wild. Thank God for quick queues.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Bye bye, guys.
So happy to say Pantheon is back, and that was a marvelous ride. A lot of the rides are actually reopening. The weather's getting better. I know Tempesto was testing, and I think Apollo's Chariot was running. I don't see it running now, but yeah, you got some options now if you're coming to the park with the better weather, obviously. All right, we're passing Pantheon and going across the Rhine River. Let's see if from back here we can see anything. I kind of doubt it, but it's worth a try. There's Verbolten. A lot of brush. Let's see if we can see the... Oh, actually, what's all this for? This is kind of my thought. Maybe we would see some of the materials that are being used for Verbolten back here. Not sure what those pallets are, but definitely looks like some type of construction material. Maybe footers of some sort for new supports. Can't really see the show building for Verbolten from back here. Oh, there it is in the distance.
Year-round at Busch Gardens. Grab a pretzel and
been a while since we've seen the Big Bad Wolf from this angle as well.
With some games and relax at the perfect Bavarian beer garden.
And take in the beautiful train ride.
Verbolten, a multi-launch indoor and outdoor coaster.
All right, well, train ride done, and there was no conclusive evidence that those pallets back there were for Verbolten. But what else could they be for? Maybe some maintenance on the Big Bad Wolf. That's the only other thing that I could think of, but I guess we'll see. That being said, we had a great time with some great weather here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. It's nice to see things turning around, and I think next weekend's going to be in the 70s. So if you guys are planning on making your way to Busch Gardens next weekend, I think you're going to be in for a nice surprise. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of rides reopening. Some of them are just testing, But for the most part, you should have more to do weekend by weekend as the weather improves. Guys, thank you so much for coming along for this quick update. We saw rides reopening like Pantheon. We talked about the events closing, events on the horizon, as well as we checked out some of that Verbolten construction, which is still kind of eluding us, but we're seeing a little bit at a time, and I think it's going to be picking up soon. Thank you so much for coming along. I will see you on the next one, but up till then, don't forget to ask yourself, have you been edutained?